right now, nigga.
That shit crazy. You trying
Oh
to
no, wait,
debate?
our
Man.
debate wasn't done. What the hell?
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad, my
D1,
bad. Yeah, you
we
guys
can
can
finish
continue.
later if you want, or we could do it right now. Okay.
So
Yeah, we can go
instruction
ahead.
said I won the point, so my character's light speed.
Have that for right now, but I'm saying this right now, just for, like staminating wise purposes. If Apollo does find out that what was said on recording was true, which you agree to is true, and instruction finds out this too,
To
I
be
think you
honest,
can just
D1.
keep
Wait,
going.
wait, hold on. D1 agreed that you said that in response, but I'm wondering if D1 is forgetting a potential counter argument he might have made to that response, right?
Okay,
So I
yeah, so
wanted
it's
to
just
check if he made
recording
a
review.
counter argument to that
Okay,
response, which he hasn't told me yet. But I'm just gonna check the recording myself, cause maybe D1
got it.
even forgot his own
Cause,
counter
cause, cause
argument.
I, cause I did hear D1 make like like the entire like argument that like it's what's like most notably known, and then but I didn't
Dog,
hear.
whoa, pause. When? Okay, wait, listen. And then didn't I not say like, okay, listen, any
I
colloquial
did
definition?
that's the thing. I didn't hear that. I know you're gonna say, well, it's
Oh
not
yeah, that's
it's not.
recording. We got to look at recording. We got to look at recording because I swear I said that.
Bro, why do I hear everything loudly? What the fuck?
My fault. My fault. Let me turn it down.
God damn. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah.
Easy claps, easy claps.
All right.
Yeah,
So, do you want to go into AP D1 or what?
he can go on EAP.
Sure.
Cool.
Basically, character can copy any ability.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask it like this: Is that limited to any extent? Like, what if he was to, let's say, for example, manifest or try to copy the ability of being death itself? Would he like? How does that work?
Okay.
He can copy it
Okay, so he copies the ability of not existing.
if
Okay.
it's ability. Sure.
Okay, you do realize if you agree it doesn't exist, it contradicts the premise that he does exist, right?
No, because if you have the ability to not exist, that means that you need to have some sort of existence to have an ability in the fucking first place. Okay,
Sorry, what did
that's
you
what
say? I didn't hear
ability
you. What did you say?
is referring to. That's what the definition of ability refers to. Do I need to drop that definition?
Wait, sorry. We redefine ability. I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the definition for it.
Go ahead.
Ability is an existence term. Okay, if you have the ability to do
Okay,
something, that
so it's the existence of a non-existence thing. The ideal. Okay, we know that the idea of nothingness
bro,
exists, but nothingness in reality doesn't truly exist.
bro. Okay, so this is the definition of what ability is, right? So it's why the fuck my phone? Oh, there we go. Okay, possession of the means or skill to do something, right? If you have the possession or skill to do something, that
You gotta
means that.
pause. I could not hear the first half, dog. Distraction was killing you.
So
Repeat that.
to sum it up, the ability is just in order to do something, having the skill to do something. If
Zeke.
you have the skill to do something, right, that means that you exist. Okay, so if you exist, or you're trying to say that you have the ability to not exist, right? That by default would be an existence term. Okay.
Okay, yeah, D1. I'm gonna pause you right there because there's two different mutations I have to this. After reading Record of Ragnarok, for one, this is based off the observation itself. If something is immaterial and he can't see it or invisible, what is he gonna copy if he doesn't see? And
You
for
said
two, what you just said a minute ago, what you just said, I want
that
to repeat
wasn't
that too, because
that
that's
wasn't the point.
okay.
That's not the point.
Wait. Can
Yeah,
you
I
just
want to
like
attack the nothingness first. I'll take on
can
the
y'all just
nothingness.
quickly repeat that? Wait, hold up. Can y'all just quickly repeat that again? Could like my fucking like my
It's
shit was like.
saying it's a denotation term for
Why is it still
existence, not
happening?
non-existence.
So what I said was the ability to do something is an existence term. Okay. So when Reaper says if you have the ability to pop out of existence, right? If he has the ability to do this thing, that means that he would need to exist in the first place. And if you're using this term ability, that means that he does exist. But Reaper was taking it to mean that my character does not exist, and I was telling him, but he's using an existence term, which requires something to exist.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, I can make an ontological commitment, and he loses. That was so dumb to even say.
What? You can make an ontological
You know what
commitment?
that is? Yeah, I can make an ontological commitment, and you lose. I can just do that, honestly.
No, you cannot. Go ahead and try.
Oh, I can.
Try.
What are you gonna do?
Try. Go ahead and try.
Why would I try? I already said I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. How you know you're doing it?
How do I know I'm doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying to you, I'm doing this. It's universal
Yeah,
communication without
that's
actually something holding the truth at itself.
circular. That's circular. You just telling me you're doing it doesn't mean that you're actually doing this thing.
D1, that expresses you don't know what ontological commitment is. I'm saying that I can say that, oh, I can use this for universal communication, but does it truly describe reality or not? Does it actually hold more of a innocence or more of a whole simplification to it?
Yeah, it
I don't think
doesn't
you're
need
really
a
repeating that.
fictional verse. Thanks.
But actually, back to the narrative, because I want to make it easier for destruction to understand. Okay, how I'm gonna say this exactly is
Nigga just indirectly called me stupid. That's crazy.
no,
Continue.
I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just trying to sound like it easier. So I'm
Why
retarded,
is it
I guess.
so loud? Nigga, lower your volume.
Mine is low as hell. Like it's actually low.
Oh my god, that's probably mine. Go ahead.
Okay. So he said, "Oh well, the denotation term denotes something existing already. We can have existence, but by ontology, we say that we can use existence to determine non-existence." I see that he's like keeps saying this. If he was to copy an ability, and my character has the ability of non-existence, we could say even if I have an avatar, this character brings out of nowhere that that existed, but he makes it non-existent anymore. He's gonna copy the ability of being non-existent. He may exist at one point in time, but he stopped existing as soon as he did that.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
I'm finna
character
need
has the ability to
you.
copy anything that he
Wait, hold up.
wants. I don't
Wait,
understand what's the defeater to that.
Hey, yo, D1, hey, yo, D1, real quick. Could you repeat that again, Reaper? Like, just like quickly.
Okay, yeah, sure. So let's say, for example, the peanut makes an avatar, and he's supposed to copy the ability. Now, if the character itself, he's fighting the avatar, okay, and it suddenly goes out of existence, is he going to copy the ability to go out of existence or not exist anymore after he previously existed?
I mean, as it said, like,
I mean, so that's not a defeater. What I'm saying to you is that he can copy this ability if he wants to. Doesn't mean that he's going to do this said thing.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah, okay. Watch this actually. Now, D1, since we're on this point now, if anybody's actually read Record of Ragnarok, he's only able to copy to a limitation. It's even showing he can't actually copy shit that like resorts over death itself because he actually died in the fight itself. And it's
That
based off of
doesn't.
observation.
That
Wait, I
does.
wasn't done yet. I wasn't done
That
yet.
that doesn't.
It's based off of observation for him to copy. He has to see the ability. If my character is simply just invisible, you're not
That's
going to know I exist to attack the character. So that's
that's
all I'm
my.
saying.
So that's what I mean by copy ability. When he sees the ability, he can copy it. Okay.
Oh, if he sees it, he can do that. Sure, he
If
sees it.
he
That's
sees
cool.
the ability, he has the possibility of copying every ability if he sees
Wait,
it.
no, wait. If he sees it, you do know you're limiting this down to observation, right?
If he sees it, he can copy it. That does not discern the fact that he can copy any ability if he sees it. You understand
Okay,
that?
that's the problem though. If the ability itself doesn't show any material forms, you can't copy it.
So
wait,
once
no.
again, if he can see it, he can copy that ability.
So
He
it's
can copy.
observation on materialism. GG's, retard. Oh, you
You're
get
so
that? Okay.
stupid. We don't. Okay.
Reaper, he's agreeing to the. Okay. So
No,
he's
so I said
saying
that.
that
You
any.
gotta stop repeating it.
Yeah,
Okay, we agree with it.
He's agreeing with it.
Okay, now can I scale now?
Okay, cool.
No, that's no. It's my. I didn't finish. So
Okay,
he
go
can
ahead.
copy. That means that he has the potential to have any type of AP. Okay, because if he sees
Oh,
somebody
this is gonna be
go,
interesting. Tell me this.
by the way, by the way, if he sees somebody punch somebody with a planetary AP, that means he can copy that.
Yeah, this argument's already flawed. Yeah,
You
so
can
the
think
problem with
that.
it is D1. No, you can listen because you're retarded. If someone is out reversal, they exist in a realm that's qualitatively beyond infinite dimension. They exist on a whole higher plane of existence than your retard that you has no AP at the moment. It's dependent upon what he sees. You have to present me with some evidence of him seeing an outer reversal being hitting someone that's out of reversal, so you can actually copy the ability of them being out of reversal itself. And even if you were to say that outer reversal
What?
beings in above or beyond materialism, so it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't even need that. He's a human, so I'll just give him human level AP. That's fine.
Ooh,
Wait,
guys, if I had to say Omnilog, you lose, right? No, let him do that. Let him do it. Let him do that. Let him do that. No, don't even say anything. Let him do
okay.
that.
I'm not saying anything. But are you sure? Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. Go ahead.
No, like you're
Yeah,
saying
human
human in
level
a
AP.
sense of fiction, right?
He's not gonna be able to scale his character. That's the whole point. So I'm good.
Destruction. I hate to ask this dog, but do you mind just muting from me? I'm not trying to be rude, but your mic's like echoing really bad.
My bad. Okay, I'll just quickly. Just give me a second. I'll mute
Okay, do you
myself. Give
want?
me a second.
Okay, I'm gonna send a scan real quick. You're gonna call it in the question. We're gonna get it over with. 1 second. Let me go to the server real quick.
You're getting a sock on somebody. I don't even do crosswords, and you're getting slammed.
No, I'm about to
Wait.
piss on you. Watch what I'm about to do to you. I'm about to do something shady to you. Just wait.
Oh my goodness, y'all niggas are really going at it.
But we're gonna do it anyhow. Okay, I'll put it in scans for you. Where scans at? There we go. Okay, so this just proves right here. This being in their reference to is the embodiment of the supernormal state of absolute infinity. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, go ahead and prove that.
Why can't we think it's true? No,
Yeah,
watch what
what?
I'm about to do to him. Why can't we think this is true? D1. So I'm about to do these dirty because I'm about to refute everything you ever do with that begging the question shit. Now, D1, why can't we not take this to be true?
Because we know that statements and propositions can either be true or false. If you're not going to show me any
The
evidence,
proposition in the verse?
by the way, is this not a proposition? Is this not a statement?
No, it's an object of truth.
The embodiment of the supernormal state of absolute infinity in our time and space, just a bland living. That is by definition a
Yeah,
statement.
now I'm gonna present you a contradiction to all of that.
So
So here's the
by
problem with that. Wait,
definition,
D1,
that would
can you
be
pause,
analytically
please?
true that this thing is a statement. So since this thing is a statement,
Can I
right,
contradict this
that
already?
means that this thing can either be true or false, right? You
Let me
haven't
contradict
shown
that.
me any evidence. You haven't shown me any
Quit
evidence
talking.
of this being true.
Wait, Reaper,
Okay,
allow him to finish,
so
bro.
by default in the debate sense,
He's just
right,
talking to talk,
it's
dog.
not true. Thank you.
Just saying it's a
Bro,
proposition. That's all he said. He said that
no,
in
dude,
terms.
because I couldn't hear what he was like. I
All
need
he
to hear what
said
he's
is, "Oh,
saying.
it's a proposition," because it's expressing a proposition, dog. That's what he literally said.
No, he didn't hear my argument, so let
That's
him
what
hear.
you literally said.
Okay.
Go ahead, though.
So, for destruction, what I said was that this thing is by definition a proposition, right? We know that a proposition is a statement. A statement can either be true or false. Any evidence of this thing being true, I already called it into question, and then he's talking about why can't we take this statement to be true? And I already just gave an argument for why this thing can either be true or false. But since he hasn't shown me any evidence of it being true, by default in a debate sense, this point would not go through because
let me contradict this real quick. Yeah, I got you. So now I'm gonna say something real quick. If you don't actually have a manga panel in front of this fat forehead fuck's face, he says, "I'm calling it into question." Now, destruction. I'm gonna give you like this. Any novel, by the way. Now they can't give pictures of actions, but instead they use literature, language to describe them doing the actions itself. So if you're calling it into question, you're calling into question any narrative of novel's truth. You realize you're doing that, right?
Not really. I'm calling this narrative.
Reaper. That's not his point, though. That's not his. Wait, his point is is that of course they can't show something like that yet, but he's saying that he's just telling you to like prove whether it's right or wrong. That's just simply it. In this context, seeing as hold on. Okay, you know what? Dude, okay, repeat that again, because I was in the middle of speaking, but I'll be.
In reference to being in denial, you're not accepting the truth of it.
He's not. Okay, you know what? Y'all just can continue. Cause
wait, no, you don't think he's being agnostic? Are you denying this? Like completely denying this? Or are you being agnostic?
I never said I denied it. I'm just asking you to prove.
Are you agnostic? Yes or no? Answer the question, fat kid. It's not that hard.
Prove that it's true. That's all.
So you're saying you don't know if it's true or not? Thank you.
I never said you to prove.
You're asking if it's true. So do you know it's true or false? D1.
Reaper, he's putting it into question.
Yeah, he's putting it into question. He's taking the agnostic position.
Bro,
that's not take. Okay,
so wait. Here's the problem. Wait, destruction. So you think right now he knows if it's false or true?
Reaper, if I fucking say Reaper, let me just ask you this, okay?
Does he know it or not? Destruction.
Dude, I'm about to. Okay. Reaper, if I fucking if I basically like make a statement, and I say, oh yeah, actually, I'm not gonna make that decision. Okay, I'm not gonna make that analogy. Shit's weird.
Yeah, watch. And then you're not just I'll prove you wrong. Actually, watch. Also, another scan of this, and then when he calls that,
all he's just saying is just.
I'm gonna prove a point to you. Okay, listen.
Bro,
let it go. I'm gonna prove it. Watch. I'm gonna send another scan. He's gonna call in the question, and I'm gonna watch what he's gonna do. I promise he's gonna do it.
Okay, he can call it into question. That doesn't necessarily
question narrative language of actually interpreting something. He's not taking something to express true in narratives. He's calling into question all novels.
No, I'm questioning this.
You're not. The D1 in a novel.
Wait, hold up. That doesn't matter.
How if I send a novel right now that says, "Oh, you punched him in the face"? How do we know you punched him in the face?
Wait. I can accept something in another novel and not accept something in a different novel. Why is that a contradiction?
Okay, because the problem is you're calling into question an action, and narrative itself presents the actions through using language itself. It's telling you, "Oh, I punched him in his face." That's how the author conveys it through the narrative itself.
You're saying since I'm questioning this novel, that means that I'm questioning every novel. That's a hasty generalization.
No, that's not. That's a fallacy.
So the reason why that's flawed is because once again, just because I don't fucking like playing basketball on a fucking basketball court doesn't mean that fucking every fucking basketball court that I play fucking basketball on that I don't like to. Okay, that's what you're trying to say. Since I'm questioning one thing within a narrative, then I'm questioning all things within every narrative.
I got you. Watch this. Actually, I'll do inverse. Okay, you got that. So I'll show you something real quick. Send you two scans right now to support him being this absolute state of infinity. And if you call it into question, I'm just gonna say it's gonna go in ad infinitum. And I'm gonna argue abductively I'm in the right. You want to just do that?
Yeah, we can go that route. That's fine.
Yeah. So 1 sec. I'm gonna grab this real quick. Let me grab a few scans. There's like a lot of them.
Damn, that's easy claps.
Reaper, I don't know what you thought was gonna happen, bro. Like, what the fuck?
You don't understand basic language. I don't know what you're talking, fat fuck.
The fuck? What did I do? I was just saying, like, what the fuck? I never even said anything. I was just simply saying, that it was gonna go down
I
this route, and he
apologize.
was
I'm
gonna.
just tripping. I apologize. I'm just tripping now.
What the fuck? I didn't even say
I
anything.
apologize. I apologize.
That's cool.
But wait, we got the scan real quick because I'm going to show 4 scans. You're going to call it in the question. I'm just going to say it's going to result in an ad infinitum fallacious itself on your problem causing the ad infinitum. Following the dialectics, which I'm going to use a concession because I don't feel like debating you.
Bro, stop trying to tell me what you're going to do.
And I'm just going to tell you how it's going to go exactly because as soon as I send the scan, you're going to call it in the question.
Just do it.
Gotcha. I'm grabbing it right now. I'm grabbing it right now. 1, 2. I'm grabbing it real quick. Let me find the scan that I'm looking for. There it is. I got it. Okay, we're good. 1 second. Oh, we got this. Okay, there we go. D1, there's 4 different scans all saying the same exact thing now. You happy?
Yeah, prove that.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, I want you to prove the scans.
Okay, what do you mean prove the scans?
Prove that the statements are true.
So that's the problem. It's showing a consistency in the narrative.
Yeah, but I'm calling the consistency into question.
Yeah, and based off observation itself, we now look at these things and see a coincidence of narratives expressing infinity.
I already gave you an argument to prove why statements on its own, right? You can't verify
on their own. Wait, pause. Wait, this is what this gets. Wait, this is what this gets through.
If you're using statements to verify statements,
this is where that doesn't go through.
No,
it's not.
I can't hear his fucking argument. Can you stop talking?
Just saying, it's begging the question. God, Tardy, you know his argument. You listen to him.
No, I can't because you're speaking over him.
You listen to him debate nonstop. Destruction.
That's not the fucking point. And no, I don't. I'm saying that
you're saying it's begging the question.
No, it's not. And can you oh my fuck! I can't fucking
say it. Do you want?
God damn! Please just stop talking over him. That's like it's literally just stop.
Reaper is trying to say that there's a consistency with his argument that shows that his whatever he's trying to claim that his character can do, that he can do. Right, and I already told him that I already called that into question in the first place. So if I'm calling these statements into question, there's no consistency because I'm calling them into question whether they're true or not. Because if you can't prove that these statements are true and these statements are actually false, that means that your statements or whatever you're claiming to be true isn't true in the first place. So there's no consistency.
That's good.
And then I'm saying that you're using statements to justify statements, which would be in a way begging the question because they're using your same form of reasoning to justify your reasoning. Okay. So once again, Reaper, that doesn't prove your burden at all. Thanks.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna pause right there. So do you want I'm gonna say it like this. How else do we determine if something's true in a fictional narrative if there's not a manga panel?
You said how else do we determine
if something is true if it's not a manga panel, D1?
By providing evidence that proves that it's true.
Go Ketsu, please mute your mic. I think it's just like it's glitching a little bit. Thank you. Now D1, what'd you say? Go ahead.
Did you just seriously ask him to
mute his mic?
So you asked me how do I prove something is true if it doesn't have any fucking
if it's not a manga, it's only a light novel. How do we prove it's true without using statements?
I don't know. You tell me.
Exactly. What you're doing is flawed. That's why I said it was more of a way a minute ago when you're calling the question all narrative itself. It is flawed because then every single light novel itself would have no rational justification for being true.
Why is that the case?
To be statements on statements.
No, because what I said, Reap, is that I don't know. That doesn't mean that there's not a way for you to
be question statements on statements.
Bro, why
any novel is expressing statements on statements?
Every time I start talking, you start talking. So what I said was I don't know. So just because I say that I don't know, that doesn't mean that there's not a way in order for you to prove that these things are in fact true. Okay? If you don't know of a way to prove that it's true, that would be your fucking fault, bitch, not my fault, because this is your scaling. So if you can't verify that these things are true and you don't know the way to prove that it's true, that's your fault, Reaper.
Yeah, let me refute that real quick. Listen, the problem with this is his entire burden he's placing on me is, well, you're using statements to justify statements. And you're calling into question the generalization of statements itself. The problem with that is you cannot do that because in every single novel, it's statements upon statements. You'd be disregarding every single novel is actually holding some type of representation of truth values or truth aptness. And if you're doing that, denial of a lot of novels, which is fallacious itself.
Wait, Reaper, could you just quickly repeat that again? Actually, before y'all continue, I just gotta
This is
open the
why a
door.
minute ago when I said he's doing this to all novels, he said, "Oh, you're showing me statements on statements." Any novel gives statements on statements. It's a story that's meant to be taken true so we understand the plot and how it conveys the fictional narrative. If you're calling into question every single statement upon statements, you're calling into question every single novel to be true.
Are you done?
That's a heavy burden on you.
Are you done?
I'm done right there.
Okay, so no, what he's saying I'm doing, I'm not doing. He's trying to say that since I'm questioning this novel, I would be questioning every novel since every novel consists of statements or statements.
You're so retarded.
No contradicting with me fucking calling into question these statements and not statements in other novels, right? And he
Wait,
can't.
sorry, I have to go. I have to go. What was Reaper saying?
Destruction. I'll say it like this. I'm gonna word it like this. If anyone here actually can vouch for this, I think his recording's here as well. He said, "Oh, I'm calling into question the narrative itself." Now, this is where I'm making more of a generalization. He's not comprehending it through his big ass brain. So, whenever I'm saying, "Oh, any novel does not have pictures; it expresses statements on statements," his reasoning was, "Oh, I'm calling into question the entire narrative itself." Which any fictional shut up, retard. A novel is statements on statements to express or convey the plot of the narrative itself. So I'm saying, if he's applying the same logic to my narrative, I can apply it to anything because they're all statements upon statements for any novel in fiction.
But he's saying that but he's just simply okay. But he's simply saying. But he's saying but he's saying that regardless, you just have to prove it. It's not his burden to prove.
No, that's the problem though. If he's calling into question all novels itself.
Hold up, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Give me a second, because my mic is like fucked up. Okay, speak.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I was just simply saying it is not his burden to prove like how you prove a burden. That's just
I'm just saying in this context he's doing this, and it's making the flaws in it. If he's doing this, he's making more of a generalization on statements itself. If we apply any fictional thing, nothing can be true in a novel sense, which they're literally meant to be taken true for story purposes.
And what's your response to that, D1?
Oh yeah, so he's trying to say that I'm calling every novel into question because every novel consists of statements. No, I asked him what's the contradiction with me calling this one into question, not other novels into question, and I'm not even calling all the whole novel in itself into question, right? I'm just calling these statements into question, right? He's presupposing that I'm doing this thing because I'm calling some statements into question, right? Which is the hate statements.
Perfect then. Yeah, perfect then. Perfect.
Can you mute him because he does this every time, and then when I allow him to speak, he just do it. So
can y'all chill, yo? Like dead ass.
Yeah, it is not my burden to prove the validity of his statement. Okay, that's his burden, not mine. All I'm doing is asking him to justify why this thing is the case. And I already said that would be a form of begging the question since he's using statements to justify statements, which is using the same reasoning to justify his reasoning, right? So if you're going to do that, let's actually prove that this thing is true. And Reaper's trying to say, well, that's flawed, and I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm calling every novel right into question, which I am not doing. He's just claiming that I'm doing this. I'm calling these statements from this said novel that he's coming from into question, right? I can accept something from a different novel and not this novel. There's no contradiction with that. Okay,
wait, you can do that? You can do that? Wait, pause it there. Pause it there. No, Destruction, watch this. Wait, Destruction, do you want chill? Do you want chill?
Wait, D1, so can I ask you? Wait, look. Okay, I was about to ask like a question, but
wait, can I ask something? Do you want just to prove something to you? Just to prove something to you.
Sure. Wait, did someone remove the recording and put a new recording in?
No, it's still. I think it's still here. No.
Right. D1. Be sure for whoever like ends that shit. Just press the exclamation mark and then save. Don't press stop.
Here's the problem. He says, "Oh, I'm not calling all of the narrative into question itself." He knows damn well in the back of his brain this novel has no fictional images. It's just statements on statements, which is his basis for calling them into question itself, because he's calling the question narrative statements. And the problem with that is, D1, is you keep saying this, oh, well, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'm not calling into question all narratives. I can say something from a different novel. I keep asking you over and over again, what is your denotation that shows some type of true significance? You look at me like I'm retarded, and you say, oh, well, that's your burden. No, listen. If you're claiming you're going to accept something to be true, I have to know your denotation of how we accept something to be true to prove it by your standards, dog. And you're not giving it. You're giving an ad infinitum calling into question. It's not doing anything for you.
You're asking me how to prove your own claim. That doesn't work like that, right?
No,
you already know. You already know what my definition of true is. Okay, so
what is it? What is it?
Right, we would be using a colloquial definition.
What is it, D1? What's the colloquial definition?
Something that's a fact.
That's a fact. How do we determine something's a fact?
You tell me.
No. That's your standard for truth values. Now watch. You're gonna stumble like a little. You're gonna stumble like a bitch, like you always are. Now watch.
I can tell you one way that we could verify something as a fact.
Observation. Go ahead. Tell me the next one.
Through seeing it.
Yeah, exactly. Say the next one.
That's the one way that I know.
So can we use rationalism or not, D1?
I don't know.
Oh, so you're saying you cannot give reasoning justifies arguments. Say that. Say it directly out loud so I can hear it, and I have it on recording. So while you're at it, say it, D1.
Okay, so we can move on. He's not attacking.
No. Because now he's in a trap, and he knows he's in a trap. That's why he's trying to move on. Listen, if you say this, we cannot use reasoning to justify positions, and that means yourself. You're calling into question does not mean reasoning for calling it into question itself. It doesn't suffice the same argument itself. You just call into question classical logic, and then walk past it as nothing, retard. So now justify the position.
Can you justify your position first? Thanks.
Well, the problem is this is based upon the justification that you don't believe logic is true.
Why?
Because you literally just said you don't know if rationalism suffices arguments.
Can we please stick to like the main topic instead of going on this?
No, because this stretched a lot further now, and now it made him concede. He's going to concede on his argument if he does this now. So let him go.
What I said, but okay.
Did he not? Okay, we have recording actually. Who do you want secondary judge? Because we can have a secondary judge while we're at this too. I don't know if the stretch from the last few points, but I think these points are here for everything.
Plutus, aka Novus, was like fucking listening in. Oh wait, did I leave?
Kentai's a good judge. What about Kentai? Kentai's a good judge.
Kentai, are you willing to like listen to this?
This nigga has no scaling. Let's conclude.
D1. Here's the problem. If you say that we cannot use reasoning to justify positions, how do I know? You literally just did. You said, "Oh, you only can prove their empiricism." You wouldn't agree to rationalism.
I didn't.
Say it out loud, then. Concede the point, retard.
I told you I know one way.
Can you stop?
I never denied that there might be other ways. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, then. So I'm going to ask you directly right now. Do you agree rationalism, reasoning, to be justification for something to be true?
He said that he doesn't know.
I don't know.
Okay, how do we know you're calling this into question then?
You said what?
How do I know you're calling into question my arguments then? Watch this.
Calling what question? Your arguments.
How do I know you're calling into question the narrative itself presenting true statements?
Because you can see me doing.
Yup, gave reasoning. Nice concession, fat boy. We can get another judge.
Oh my god.
He just gave reason. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's saying we can't use reasoning to utilize that in fictional narratives.
That's not what I said.
He never said. Okay.
If he's not saying this, then he's saying, "Oh, then we can do this."
Wait, first off, I'm gonna need you to kindly lower your mic. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I didn't allow mic whatsoever.
Listen, no distraction. He's calling into question reasoning sufficing the
argument. Wait, hold up. I can barely hear you. Give me a second because my mic. Okay. So repeat that again. My apologies about that.
Listen, he's sitting here saying, "Oh, these statements that are giving reasoning for these are not. How do we know these are true? How do we know this reasoning that's novel supporting this is true?"
He said because of.
Oh well, and he says, "Oh no. Wait, I'm gonna say what he said word for word."
Okay.
Well, we can use observation. We know that. And I said, okay. And I said, now would you agree that you saying a line of statements of you're calling it into question means that it's calling it into question is to be taken as true and you're calling it into question?
And he said that he doesn't know.
So he doesn't know if he's calling into question my claims? GG's, tard. Now you realize it.
Okay, Kenta. Okay. So do you like conclude? Yeah, like do y'all think? Do y'all think that like y'all have went over everything that you guys want to do?
Yeah, we have recording. Who else is judgments, by the way?
Give me a second.
I only agree to destruction Apollo, so yeah.
Okay, but we can get sent to Apollo because I don't really care. You're retarded.
No, I agree to both destruction.
Wait, I'm retarded?
Yeah, I'm saying we need another judge because D1's retarded.
We agreed to destruction Apollo, so
destruction. Okay, we can get Apollo. Whenever Apollo wins. Okay, wait. Actually, wait. Okay. Yeah, you can give a judgment. I'll just debate you on it afterwards if you think I lost.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. I thought that you lost, but I'm really not in the. I don't really debate no more, but we can discuss.
Oh, so you can give a judgment, but won't be willing to, debate the judgment itself. And why do you think I lost? I'm just curious.
Because I don't fucking debate, and niggas can attest to this that I don't fucking debate. You can ask me.
Actually, wait. I like distraction. I'll say this. Your mic's bugging out again.
Yeah. What is it?
He thinks that rationalism or statements.
You're loud again. Give me a second. You're loud again. Okay. Continue. Okay. Yeah. You go ahead.
So here's the problem with the argument itself of the calling into question shit. And I feel like most goons don't understand this. When he says on calling it into question, he's giving a line of reasoning or a line of statements expressing reasoning to be taken at with truth aptness to be taken as true. For applying that same sense of that's being a logical action, any narrative statement I give so far is the same sense of a logical action he's doing to call it in the question itself, which is invoking the principles of calling it in the question.
Call that into question and still like okay.
How
So
is he doing that?
yeah,
How is he calling it into question?
by telling you to fucking prove it. Like,
Telling me using what? Language, reasoning?
no, he's just telling you to prove. He does, okay, he's saying
He's not
that simply.
giving me-
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
He's
thank you.
saying that. Wait, hold up, because I let you speak. Okay, simply something being stated. Yeah, he's just simply saying like to prove that statement is true or false. Like, and then you're going back to this entire point.
Yeah,
of, like,
but based off the observation of or based off the senses of him saying, "Oh, I'm calling this
he
into
never
question."
said that. You're trying.
I literally.
to
What
put
are
it-
you talking about? I said this 5 times.
You're loud again. Okay, so
Oh
besides
no, I'm
that,
loud
okay,
on your mic.
back to what I
kinda
was saying.
quiet, close to
What
mine,
I'm
but-
no, like on my side. That's what I'm telling
Okay.
you to like stop. Okay, so what I'm saying, yeah, is that when it comes down to it, it doesn't fucking matter of
What?
how you prove it or what. So he's simply telling you to prove it, and that then you're going on to say, oh, well, how do I prove it? It's not his
Then
fucking.
he says, "Well, wait, listen. Here's the problem with this.
Wait, loud. Okay,
You're loud again. I don't know why. Listen. This is
don't
where
know.
you keep stretching this a little bit. You're not understanding this. I'm loud on your mic again, dog. Yeah, I realize that. Okay. So destruction.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're good. Can I finish my argument now or no?
Yeah, my apologies. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. So the reason of it is me and him are going back and forth to prove things are true or not. And I asked him, how does he know he's calling it into question? He gave a line of statements, which is language and reasoning descriptions of reality, to suffice this. And if that's his sense of observation determining,
right now.
okay, then we have recording. That's all I need.
Yeah, give me a second, because I'm saying that I'm not paying attention as of right now.
Okay.
Where Apollo though? He's not even here. Yeah, I love slamming you.
You still fucking suck, retard.
Judgment is my favorite again.
Yeah, and I gladly say I would debate this judge any day of the week, like any day, literally.
Of course, you debate every judgment that people say you lost.
I mean,
G1, did you not just try to debate you and Apollo when you lost? Like,
no, I got slammed, Apollo, bitch.
No, you got slammed by Apollo. Yeah, that's a nice reference.
I slammed
you got slammed by Apollo.
I slammed him. I slammed him. Go watch
no
the
destruction. Let me know when you're
Go
back, and I'll talk to you.
Okay, so anyway,
this is easy.
Now. Listen, the line of statements in a debate is to give us propositions back and forth that are supposed to be taken as true to understand what the opposition is claiming or trying to propose to you. And his sufficing for something being true, and he knows he's calling it into question by giving me language, descriptions, rationalism,
all I'm saying is,
reasoning.
can you just repeat that, like, without not, because I literally can't understand you when you're using so much fucking jargon. Just like putting in.
I'm not gonna hold you. I use language, reasoning, and description.
No, I'm saying that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that like you jargon too much. That's just simply it.
Okay, listen.
Okay, stop. Continue.
Rationalism just means reasoning, literally. So whenever he's saying this, I'm saying, he says, I'm saying
I'm saying your entire fucking, like, every time that you like go on to like.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I can say this to KO and KO can understand me. Like, this is not jargon.
That's cool. I don't, because I don't really like. No, okay.
Listen, I'll say it in simple terms like this. I'm not even trying to say you're dumb. I'll say it in simple terms.
Okay.
He says, I'm calling your statement into question. And I'm gonna ask you, how do me and you know he's calling this into question?
Because he literally told you to prove it. The fuck?
Told me to prove it, yes. Now, how do I know? He sat here and told me that he's actually meaning this statement he's saying holds truth aptness of him calling it into question.
You just literally repeated yourself. Okay, so I'm just gonna
just calling into question what he's claiming to be true.
Yeah. Oh my fuck. Okay,
now you notice the flaws in his argument. He's doing the same thing to me. Destruction. I'm doing to you.
No, because you're just no. Okay, I don't think you understand. Okay, you're just literally repeating yourself. Okay, what you just literally, after I told you how we know that he's doing it here, you then repeated your fucking question again, just in different terms.
That's not what I did. I called into question the statement itself, saying it was true.
Yes, and I'm saying that the way. Okay.
No, saying a statement is to be taken as true in the first place. But then I say, okay, well, I'm calling into question. Wait, if you're calling this into question itself,
and he
give it as a line.
And you can't, because he's questioning it to begin with, though. And you just
questioning the statement to begin with. He's questioning the truth aptness, and he's not accepting sensible conclusions like that. Okay, listen. Instruction. If he calls a statement into question, he's accepting that the statement must be true, that he's calling it into question. I can say false things out my mouth nonstop, dog. I can say you like wiener. Does it mean it's true? No, dog. So the problem is he's presupposing the statement or rationalism to be true. And by doing that, he's invoking, by accepting that rationalism is true and can be used as a standard, as something being true through fictional narratives. And I'm saying he's invoking that, and that's what makes my argument follow through, and this retard loses.
You got slammed, bitch.
You lost twice to me today. How do you feel right now?
You got slammed twice.
Dude, I'm
Bro,
not gonna
even
hold you. I think I
Apollo
could teach an autistic kid this.
Apollo said he didn't give a winner because you didn't even fucking prove God's existence.
No, he literally that's not what he said at all. He said 2 out of the 3 times what he's judging based off the standards of. He would have gave it to me.
No, that's not. That's
Solar.
not.
Did he not say that?
Not,
Solar. Did he not say that? Solar.
No,
did he not say that?
He literally said it's incon.
Solar. Did he not say that?
No, he said based on what's been given already that it would have to go to Reaper since the actual debate never started. Rather, you just started meta debating on random topics.
Exactly. So he called it incon, the actual debate.
It's incon. So 2 out of the standards
Okay, I'm back
would
anyways.
determine a skill. I would have won.
Hold
so it's all
up,
cool. You
hold
can
up,
have that.
hold
Yeah,
up,
you
hold up.
would but you didn't because he called it incon.
That just means I'm in the same rank as you. You're not good. You're
No, it
butt.
does not. No, it does
It
not.
does.
I was trolling you. I don't do
Now
theology.
listen.
Okay,
Now
are
you shut
y'all done aping?
I
Yeah,
don't
we're
do
done.
theology, and I was
John,
trolling.
yeah. Listen.
What?
Can you guys shut up, bro? Just let the debate
Okay.
continue.
So I'll
This
talk
is
to you because I feel like
annoying.
I'm getting nowhere. Listen. So no, maybe Destruction can pick up on if I talk to you about it because I feel like maybe I
What
can
the
talk to you
fuck?
about it. No, Destruction. I'm not trying to say anything rude to you. Okay, listen.
Yeah, okay,
Solar.
that's perfectly fine. I'm just.
He's giving me a statement saying, "Oh, I'm calling this into question." Now, does that
Okay.
statement itself hold truth that he's calling it into question?
If what? I haven't been here the whole time. Is he doing the same thing he did earlier?
Yeah, he's doing the begging the question. He always does that. Yeah. And I explained the flaws in it like I did last time.
So what did you do? Did you just
Yeah,
ask,
he
like,
says,
how do we know if
how do
that
we know
means
this statement
that?
is true?
Yo,
And how do we know
Reaper.
these several statements supporting
Yo,
this is also
Reaper.
true? And I'm
Yo,
saying,
Reaper.
okay, well, the problem is you're saying that if we give statements with reasoning behind them,
Yo,
that
Reaper, what
suffices it
happened
being
so far?
true. So if I'm doing that, what you consider as true, then you lose. And Destruction's like looking at me like I'm retarded.
Yo,
Okay.
Reaper.
So
Yo, Reaper.
he
What
can be
happened so
calling the
far?
fact.
Like, what was
Okay,
the
so
sequence of debates?
Wait, Nemesis, what'd you say?
What was the sequence of the events? Like,
Begging the
basically,
question.
debate one,
It's just
debate
me
two,
and him
debate
arguing
three.
about begging the question. That's
Yeah,
all it
I'm
is.
talking about all the debates that y'all had.
Oh
What
my
was like
goodness!
the,
All
I
I'm
guess,
saying
general thing?
is,
Apollo,
That
I want to
people
talk to
don't know.
Apollo because I'm getting nowhere with this guy.
I feel like I
I
repeated.
know the first debate it was 2-0 on the points, so you technically win that.
I
And
feel
then for
like
the
I
second
repeated
debate, I
myself
don't
on
know what
multiple
happened.
occasions,
What happened
but
on the second debate?
Reaper, if you want to talk about
I
it,
feel like it's like this. Yeah, I can go to games with you. It's whatever you want or how you feel about it. But listen, it's like
that's
this.
perfectly fine. I was
We
just
can do
saying
that. I feel like it's a lot easier if you want to do that. I mean,
we can do that. We can do this all the
hey,
time.
Solar,
I'm just
maybe
saying.
you could dumb it down. Actually, Solar, you know how to take my words and make it dumber. No offense to
Are
you at
you
all.
just
don't
hold
debate.
up? From what I heard earlier, are you just saying that? So he's calling like he's doing this whole thing where he's denying the laws of thought, right? Or at least P equals P, right?
No.
Oh no! What he's doing right now is he's saying I showed a statement of fictional character doing action. Okay, well this is a proposition, so can you prove it to be true? So I showed other statements sufficing this to be true.
He said that the
I'm calling into
proposition.
question the statements sufficing this to be true. I said this would result in an ad infinitum, or I said if you can. Here's the problem with this, and I said, and we're going to say that if you're calling this into question itself, calling into question statements on statements, and that would result to calling into question all narratives themselves. And he says, oh well, I can
No,
accept
wait. He
another
specific.
novel.
He
Wait, I
gave.
wasn't done. Let me finish.
But
He
he gave.
says, "Oh
Okay.
well,
Okay. Cool.
statements upon statements. I can accept another novel doing it." And I said, "Well, a novel doesn't have images like a manga for you to have observation to determine this." And then he
You
says,
just
"Oh,
repeated yourself. Okay. It doesn't.
I'm not
And
done.
okay.
Destruction. No, I'm getting to a
He's
point.
But you're
giving a
repeating
sequence
yourself.
He's
What?
giving a sequence of events. He's not giving a reason as to why he won.
I'm giving a sequence of events. He says, "Oh, okay. Well, I can accept things that happen in novels." And I'm like, "Okay, then. So how do you accept that something's true in a novel?" And he says, "Oh, well, observation. Well, for one, a novel is writing language that doesn't give images. So the problem is if he's doing that, I'm asking for his standards or denotations of what truth values are." And he says, "Oh well, I'm calling this in the question." He's called it in the question. I said, "So you're using rationalism to explain truth aptness, which I'm doing the same thing through my statements. So you're conceding to the point that you're calling into question or calling into question rationalism and narratives. Dumb argument, but he still lost to it.
So you just argue that since you're doing the exact same thing that
Okay.
he's doing to prove your own
Yes,
evidence.
literally.
That's okay. So I'm gonna speak. Okay. So for the ad infinitum point, for one, he specifically said that he wasn't questioning all novels or what. So he said that he can question a not like this specific novel, or question all like things or statements within this novel, and then literally like oh,
Reaper, shut up.
come on now, yeah, because I'll let you speak.
Go ahead.
Even though I did interrupt you, but as I was saying,
go ahead.
yeah, okay. So he said that he can he can accept, he can basically question all things or like all statements within this specific novel, and then he could accept it will like accept other things, within within other novels, which you could have just literally fucking took and like got other statements from other novels. That's cool, which you could have won. Second of
Yeah,
all,
that's what I
yeah,
did. Literally,
no,
those statements I gave to you are different novels
Yo,
presenting the same
Reaper.
action.
Who is the judge on this debate? Who's the judge on this debate?
Destruction and
me,
Apollo. Apollo will
me and
understand this. It's not gonna be
okay,
hard.
you know what? You know what? If y'all want, just like leave it to Apollo then, because I
Yeah,
don't
we could do that,
see
please. I'm saying honestly, we
Okay,
can give
so
it to
the
Apollo,
last
please.
debate, so the last debate was
like
2 points
if
divided.
like I'll still
Hey,
like I'll still like give my judgment on this, but like Apollo can like give his, and we can speak about it later, like if
I
he
don't
wants
know,
to.
bro.
Look,
okay.
I mean, all I'm saying is the reasoning he's giving to me of how he's calling it in the
Why is he
question.
server muted?
Why is who
I
server
don't know
muted?
who's super mute. I don't
You
know.
were server muted for a second.
Okay, but anyhow, destruction. All I'm saying is he's using reasoning to say he's calling my statements in the question. So he's using rationalism, which is reasoning, to say something is true. Which I did the same action, but he's calling it in the question the same itself. And I'm saying that's flawed in itself because you're already invoking that reasoning can be used to suffice an argument to be true, which I gave.
You doing the exact same thing that he's doing doesn't really
It makes
dismiss
my
what
argument.
he's.
It dismisses him calling it into question, or it dismisses my argument to be true.
Wait, hold up, my mic. What the
Bro,
fuck? Wait,
The
hold up,
result's bad for him either way.
Wait, hold up.
you're
Okay,
just saying that if you use the same exact thing that he's doing in the correct way, like he did, then if he calls it into question, he'd be just calling into his. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So if I literally like came up, randomly like like slapped like your fucking mother, and then like
What?
actually no, that's a shitty example. I'm trying to give like a decent example.
Oh, that's perfect. I know what to do. So let's say like this. You walk over and you like beat the hell out of this mom that's pregnant. Whatever. I don't really
Oh
care.
my god.
No, just for the analogy. And now D1 looks at you and says, "Oh, well, how do we know this is true?" Now, and you say, "Okay, well, how do we know? How do we know you're calling
This
this into
nigga's
question?"
retarded.
He
What the
says,
fuck?
"Oh, because I'm giving reasoning to describe this, or giving reasoning to suffice me calling this into question." If I'm doing that same exact thing for my arguments, it's either for one, he's denying his own premise of calling it in the question.
He never denied his premise of being
That's the problem. If he denies my argument, he denies him calling it in the question.
He's not denying your argument. He's just simply like he's just asking you to
He's
prove
asked
like he.
exactly, and I'm saying that's a denial. That's a denial.
No, the fuck.
Just this.
You're
Reversing agnostic is a denial.
Bro, he's not denying shit, bro. What the fuck?
you're literally just going. Okay. So here's where I'm at. Okay. So all I feel like you're doing is you're repeating yourself. We could like me and Apollo. You can literally go back. You can speak to Apollo about this. If Apollo wants to do anything, he can just come and speak to me. That's it. But I'm not gonna continue this point because for
That's so
one,
good. You got
I
it.
don't like debating anymore because this exact same shit.
By the way, destruction. The ad infinitum thingy, dog. That doesn't have to mean all novel. It just means he's gonna keep calling into question every single thing in my narrative, not even open to the possibility of it being true.
But he wasn't gonna. Okay. I'm not
He
gonna go
did
too
that
deep.
4 times now without reading the statement itself.
That's not ad infinitum.
Literally
Okay.
did not read the statement. He just said, "I'm calling it into question."
I mean, okay. Simply because he does. Well, let's just say even if he didn't read them, okay, him not reading them doesn't necessarily mean that he's just gonna continuously do the exact same
He
thing.
doesn't know if
over
it expresses it being true.
Hold up. Simply because, simply because he doesn't he hasn't read it or what. So, because it could just be right there, the fucking quote, the absolute infinity that he transcends or whatever bullshit that you were trying to prove. Simply because he denied those free scans. Once again, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to continue to deny the other ones.
Oh,
For we know,
went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and he called into question them all without reading it. Dog, that's a lie. Like you're lying out your ass.
I was literally there. You posted all 3 or 4 scans all at once. Actually, the
He
first.
did not read any of them. He just said, "I'm calling them into question already."
Well, that's cool. He can still call them into question
Okay, now
regardless of.
destruction. That's the problem. How do you prove something to be true in a novel if you don't give statements on statements?
That's this. I told you
That's
this
my
before.
point.
No, I told you. Okay.
Backfires heavy.
Once again, you can speak to Apollo about it because I feel like this is just like because I feel like me and you are just gonna go nowhere.
Yo, generally,
You can get a judge if you want.
generally, the first debate was 2-0 on points, so Reaper won that. In the second debate, Reaper is debating
Oh,
destruction.
Nemesis.
Debated.
Oh, Nemesis.
In
Nemesis.
technicality,
Nemesis.
Reaper would have won the sequence of the.
I'm not gonna hold you
Okay,
either
so
way.
Reaper
I
would
should
have
go up
won
to
the
a
sequence
D1's
of the
rank.
debate.
I don't really care
muted
lose
D-
or win this. I should be a D1's rank easily.
don't serve mute D1 the fuck.
Thanks for mute him. I think it was Nemesis. But I'm just saying like this: D1. Either way, no matter what, win or lose
So
this dog.
D1
One second.
Reaper, you
One
can't
second.
be on my best
I'm the
topic,
same
bro.
rank
One
as you.
second.
You can't
One
be on my
second.
best topic.
This is my best topic.
One second, my mic.
Yo, Reaper, what
Bro,
was
could
your
everybody just shut up real quick? Holy crap.
D1, train me, amp me, D1.
Yeah,
Yo,
that guy got
Destruction, what
muted
was
so
your
fast.
verdict? Destruction, what was your verdict on the debate?
My verdict was that D1 win. That's
I
just
repeated
simply
that
it.
4 times, dog, and he won't like accept
And
it. He's
didn't
like
Reaper
stubborn.
debate verdict, right? Didn't Reaper
He didn't
debate
try.
verdict?
He won't. He just keeps holding the same position, repeating the same argument.
Yeah, but like,
Because you were okay.
Destruction.
Apollo's back. Apollo's back.
Thank you.
Destruction.
Christ.
Destruction gave verdict. Yo, Destruction gave verdict. So that's the thing. If Destruction gave verdict, then
and people know. Oh my! I fucking hate this mic that I'm using. Okay, anyway, continue.
Yo, Destruction, bro. Reaper debated verdict. So in technicality,
Wait, stop. Wait, hold up. Repeat that again.
I said that Reaper had debated verdict. So if
I don't know.
He's just gonna say some unnecessary.
Yeah, he's going to. That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna leave. Like, there's no point even staying here in this debate. Like, I'm not gonna hold you.
Bye.
Again, you can.
You lost 2 times today. Do you want to keep going?
Bye. You lost.
Reaper. Again,
But
you
this
can.
question like
Crazy.
this.
The
I
judge-
can write it.
well,
Wait,
the judge
Destruction,
said
like
I
this.
won.
If I write it out for you, would it be easier?
The judge said I
Reaper.
won. That's crazy.
Reaper, because as I said, I feel like it's just gonna go circular and shit. Yeah. So if you want to
I
speak
can
to
write it down in simple terms. I'm not gonna hold you. It might be easier.
just type it down in my DM. I don't even feel
I
like
got you.
going through it anymore. Like going through it anymore is perfectly fine. No,
I'll make it simple and I won't make it like too complex.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anyways. Holy shit.
Statements
This is so dumb, bro.
taken as true, but he reverses.
You have to respond to it. All
Because I feel like I had like I feel like I had an understanding of like what y'all were talking about, like the entire.
Meanwhile, all you
his
basically.
argument.
You should just make like a simple
argument.
analogy to Reaper. From what you were saying, it was super easy for me to understand what point you were trying to get across, but I need context to know exactly what happened. I don't get it. Like if what you said is true, then I think you won that point at least. But the recording bot isn't in here. I don't know if anybody else recorded.
From what I understand,
It's a
putting a statement into question, not like if all statements are like untrue.
No, this is not what I'm talking about.
honestly, the sequence of debates, Reaper won. So I think she move on with the tournament.
This isn't the tournament, Nemesis. You fucking autistic faggot.
Yeah, it was the tournament. Yeah.
No, this wasn't even a tournament match. You dumb fuck.
Y'all niggas need to leave Nemesis alone. Like what the
Holy
It was.
Nemesis,
What are you talking about?
Reaper versus D1 isn't even a thing that's going to happen for a long time if it happens.
Yeah, they offered to debate it and basically skip people. Like
They offered to debate
you
rather.
cut
That
it
does,
on the
bro,
conversation.
Nemesis. Why does that automatically mean that it's part of the tournament? Question mark.
You said what?
Why does that mean that it's part of the tournament? Question mark.
Yeah, because they were discussing about if it would be a part of the tournament. Like me and Reaper were discussing about it, and then D1 was in PC.
But it
He
wouldn't.
agreed to
That's
debate
the
Reaper,
thing.
yeah.
If it doesn't follow with the bracket, then no.
Debate Reaper on the tournament, and it was proportional.
Nemesis, if it doesn't follow the tournament bracket, then no, it doesn't. It does not count for the tournament.
said
I don't know
what?
what you're talking about.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is you're speaking to
God,
Nemesis.
swallowing your mic.
Yeah, I know I'm
I'm not-
speaking to Nemesis.
Yeah, you're speaking to Nemesis. You really think that he's gonna change his mind? No, let's just leave it at that.
No, but bro, I already made the
Destruction,
tournament
read that.
bracket. You're not just
Destruction, read
gonna
that
go
in DMs.
change it.
Okay, sure.
Destruction, read that in DMs. Read that in DMs, Destruction.
If he says I'm calling the question, he's asserting the statement can be taken. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm done.
Bro, Reaper. Jaden Francis. Bro's really not answering.
Of course, he's accepting the truth. Of course, like okay, if that was what you were saying, then of course he can. But within this instance, when he is calling into question in the context that he's saying that prove this, he's saying that it's wrong. Oh, I mean, he's saying that he doesn't know and that it could be true or false, but you still need to prove it. That's just it. Wait, did this nigga leave? Okay, no.
No, he's just sitting here muted like a little bitch.
Okay, don't man. I'm just not finna like.